So last week, the SPY was on a bullish uptrend for 4 days straight in a row. If you were to just buy at the oversold dips using the 30-minute candlestick confirmations, you would have been going green, just like we were from Monday through Thursday. In terms of Friday, there was a clear break trend of pattern, where the SPY had an overall bearish trend day. Now, with that being said, did we end up adapting accordingly to that situation? Well, in terms of the market open trades, you guys are well aware inside of Team Roar, these are the best market open trades you're ever going to experience with 0 to 8 far out of the money option contracts. We ended up buying 136 NVIDIA puts for 51 cents a contract at 9:42 a.m. We also ended up buying SPY 594 puts for 52 cents a contract at 9:44 a.m. And then in terms of where we ended up exiting both of those positions on puts, as you can see, the contracts on puts, we are alerting everything it is that we're doing in real time. This is a real-time 0 to 8 options trade alert system. And the SPY puts ended up going up 84 cents a contract. NVIDIA puts ended up going up over 67 cents a contract. We ended up making, if you were to combine both of those trades combined, over a 250% profit return, back-to-back wins in the morning. Now, surely enough, you would think all of the winning would stop there. But absolutely fucking not. This is Team Roar. All we do is win all day, every single day. So in terms of the next wins, as you can see right here, we ended up getting in on 427.50 Tesla puts for 75 cents a contract. And then in terms of these puts, we ended up making a 100% profit return at the speed of light, going 3 for 3 on the day with a gain of over 400% with all of the trades combined. And surely enough, you would think from being on your hospital bed, right? Post fucking surgery, you'd be done for the day after going 3 for 3. But G-Roar ended up calling out the best fucking play on the day at 3:48 p.m. You can see this is why power hour trading session is the best time to be trading. We ended up getting in on SPX 5960 calls at 175 cents a contract. As soon as we got in, 1 minute later, the calls ended up going to 220 a contract. As soon as G-Roar sent that alert, I told the whole chat I'm getting in on this as well. The overall chart is bullish on SPY. We both got in on these SPX calls, and they quickly went from 170 a contract to 1660. We made a 1000% profit return in 4 minutes. Before that, we made 400% on those 3 trades before that. And then in terms of my own personal trades, my first personal trade on the day, I had a loss on calls. I lost 50% on calls. I ended up cutting my loss at 50%. And then in terms of the next trade that I ended up making on the day, at 2:51 p.m., this was the final trade, I ended up buying SPY 594 puts at 33 cents a contract. And I ended up adding, as those puts were having a small drop, at 31 cents a contract. And then the whole team banked on these puts. As soon as I got in these puts, they dropped 40%. I told my team I'm holding the puts. The overall trend is bearish here. I ended up selling at 69 cents a contract for nearly a 150% profit return. With that being said, if you are serious about making money, I would strongly recommend that you join Team Roar. The link to the group is the first link down below within the description. All we do is win non-stop. We had so many members on Friday make thousands of dollars. We had some members make over $10,000. Big shout out to Christian. He ended up taking my trade on puts there. He made over a 200% profit return within less than just 10 minutes, man. So as you can see, we're absolutely crushing it. Very consistent member right here, up over $800. Another very consistent member over here, Stevie, ended up making over $3,000 on the day. If you're serious about making money, man, it's the first link down below within the description. In terms of all of our trades combined, it was over a 1,500% profit return on a break of trend day. Now, let's get into the analysis on SPY. So in terms of the new game plan, the focus is going to remain on call options. In terms of the patterns that I'm seeing on the 30-minute chart, this is what it looks like to me. So what I want you to keep your focus on is this right here. You see how we have this massive drop right here. You see how we have this massive drop right here. You see how we have this massive drop right here. And the drop is to the sideways, and it's happening during extended hours, right? So we have some similarities. Now, look at what happened when SPY started to bottom. It started to form like this U, like this overall V-shaped recovery, and attempting to form higher support right here. Now take a look. It started to form this U, this like V-shaped recovery, started to form higher support. And then it looks very similar in terms of this pattern right here. This is where it looks more similar. If you go back to December 23rd, you're going to see we had this, slanted downtrend to the right side. We had this slanted downtrend to the right side. then the SPY starts to form like this U, like this V-shaped recovery, starts to form higher support, this previous resistance reacting as support. And then in terms of what happened after that, if the SPY is just maintaining flat around the zone, I'm going to give you, the overall zone is going to be like 594 to 595. If we're just maintaining flat in between that zone, it's going to try to have a bullish trend day. But in terms of when it's going to go super bullish and you're really going to want to be in on call options if we're opening up flat, once you see the previous closing price reacting as support, right? So we're comparing this overall pattern right here. If you see 494.60, this resistance right here, 494.60, and then the previous closing price, which is going to be at 595.01, if you're seeing that zone break out, drop back down, retest, react to support, if you're seeing 30-minute bullish candlestick confirmations, if you're seeing a floor is holding, break above the floor, it's forming higher support, I mean, just literally look at what the trend was doing on December 23rd. If it's looking like that and we're maintaining above the zone, buy call options. It's going to have a bullish trend day. And then in terms of it having a bullish trend day, as long as we're maintaining above 594, the bulls are taking it in control. For bulls to take full control for the breakout and retest level, 595. If that is occurring and if that is reacting, the next level we're going to be going to is going to be right here. The next level is going to be 590.70. And then from there, 597 is going to be make or break. If it reacts as a resistance, we drop back down to 595.50. If it reacts as support, then we go up to the next level. In terms of the next overall level, it's going to be to fill the gap, which is a level of interest to buy put options and go short, 601.34. So if we're maintaining above 594, the SPY is trying to remain bullish. If we're breaking above 595, the SPY is super bullish. We're going to 597. We're going to 597.80, right? If that reacts as a resistance, we drop back down to the mid 595s. If this reacts to support, we're exploding back up to fill the gap at 601.34, and then that's the best level for puts on an overall bullish move would be 601.34. Now, in terms of the bears taking some control, for the bears to take control, basically what needs to happen is the SPY needs to stay under 594.50. We need to stay under 594.50 right here where all this resistance is. If the SPY maintains under that, it's going to start to sell off. It's going to start to react bearish in terms of where it's going to be heading to. The next level is 591. The next level under 591 is going to be 500 and right here, 588. In terms of this level, you can see right here, 588 is a key critical make or break level. If it reacts to support, we're going to have a massive move back up to the upside into the 593 range. If it reacts as a resistance, then we're going to start to sell back off right here towards 583. So in terms of some crazy levels where some massive moves are really going to be occurring, man, you just have to simply identify if it's reacting as a floor or if it's reacting as a resistance level using the 30-minute chart, waiting for the 30-minute candlesticks to develop, right? Trends break. We were milking a bull trend for 4 days straight last week. If you ended up buying calls, that means that you didn't look at the 30-minute chart. The 30-minute chart was all red and fucking bearish. I bought calls once. I waited until it reacted bullish right here. I got in on calls, sold for a 50% loss. Then I switched to puts right here, and I ended up making a 150% profit return. We had members make a 200% profit return, right? And I also called out calls towards the lows right here, but I ended up selling that for overall break even. Some members held it. We literally bought those towards the lows. This is an overall bullish pattern, and they absolutely banked if they ended up holding, but I wanted to wait until power hour after having that one loss overall. So with that being said, we absolutely crushed it. Make sure you use this game plan if you're serious about making money. I mean, if you just look at the chart, it's very, very clear to see where the massive moves are going to be occurring. You know, you could just see right here, if you look at the overall 30-minute chart and the levels, if we go through the ladder, right? So in terms of the ladder, 583, 588, right? This 588 zone, 583, 588. In terms of the next level above that, 591. In terms of the next level above that, we can say like 594.50 to 594. Next level above that, 595. Next level above that, 598. Next level above that, 601.34, right? And in terms of, like I said, if it were to be an easy day to make money, all we need to see is an opening above 594. If we open above 594, and then you're seeing 595, 594.50 breakout, react to support, you're seeing a floor above 595, get the fuck in on those calls, easy day to make money. Another pattern that I'm seeing is if we are opening up bearish and reacting bearish, it could potentially be something like this. You can see right here, the SPY is on an overall uptrend for the short-term bean. Then it has this red gap down. Next day, it ends up gapping down, and it ends up bottoming literally at the market open. So another thing that I want you to be aware of in terms of daily chart patterns is if we are not opening up flat, if we are not holding above 594.50, the SPY can potentially bottom towards the market open for a bullish move and then sell off later into the day. So, pre-market's going to help give us those levels if we are having a massive gap down, right? So in terms of next levels, we know 591 next level, 588 next level. But the point being is, if you are seeing bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations, a strong bullish 30-minute pattern into the pre-market, into the market open, even if we are gapping down, you can consider calls into the market open at around 10 to 10:30 a.m. Based off the daily chart pattern, the SPY is going to try to recover even on a bearish gap down. Based off the 30-minute chart, and the simple, more easier money can be if the SPY opens up flat or gaps up and we're buying calls towards that 594.50 to 595 zone. Use this game plan, make money, trade the levels, make sure when you're trading the ladders that I give you that you're using confirmations. We can have bullish levels. We can have some levels where we're not bullish or bearish. You just simply wait for a confirmation. But overall, in terms of a break of trend, the SPY was gapping down and it was forming nothing but red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation, right? So in that particular sense, there was no reason in terms of if you use a confirmation to be buying call options. We did end up having one auto buy level on calls. But like I said, I decided to wait until the 30-minute chart flipped green. And even when it did that, calls didn't work out. And then I waited one more time. Calls worked out perfectly, but I sold it for break even. Some members held. They made over 100% on that trade. A lot of people inside of Team Roar were buying calls right around here at this 1 p.m. mark. This is a very bullish overall pattern. Red, green, facing pins to the upside. And then when we start to break above this previous support that is supposed to try to react as a lower high for the trend to be bearish, we start to break above that with green bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations. It's going to try to retest the next resistance level to try to flip bullish, 594.52. And then if we drop back down, turn this previous resistance into support, which has attempted to happen, the bulls are really going to try to fucking take control if we're maintaining above this 594 level. So that's what I want you to be aware of heading into tomorrow. Like I said, man, we absolutely crushed it. 6 for 7 on the day, only one loss. And in terms of the loss, it was my loss. It was my first trade on the day. 50% loss. We absolutely killed it, man. If you combined all of the wins combined, right? The realized wins where we actually exited, it's over 1,500%, man. Everything we're doing is alerted 100% in real time. If you just take a look, man, it's who do you know of is buying at 3:48 p.m. 5960 SPX calls at 175 cents a contract when they're already 3 for 3 post-surgery in the fucking cell inside of a hospital? Who the fuck do you know is doing this? You understand? We are the greatest to ever fucking do this. We are the absolute best options trading team you are ever going to see within the market, man. We win the most. We win the biggest. We are the most consistent. And we make many trades on the overall day. If you know how to trade all day, why the fuck stop? Why not just keep making money all day, every fucking day? Market open, middle of the day. Why not just fucking buy NVIDIA and SPY puts at market open? Because GWAR is literally the best market open trader you're ever going to see on the fucking planet. And then these made 150% each. And then in terms of the next trade, you could just see middle of the day, 427.50, Tesla puts for 75 cents a contract. And they quickly went to 177 cents a contract. That right there is a 400% gain with those three wins combined. And then 5960 SPX calls for 175 cents a contract, all the way selling at 1660. I mean, I think that's a good investment, man. Buying one contract for $170 and selling that one contract for $1,660. I think that's a pretty good fucking investment. And wait a second, how much are we charging? We're charging just a monthly fee? It's dude, if you're not fucking in here, you are missing out on the greatest trades on the fucking planet. If you want to know what it is in terms of what is that we're doing, we're giving you the best trades fucking possible. Do you understand? These are the best trades in the fucking market. These are the most trades you're ever going to see, alerted on the day. This is going to be the highest win rate you're ever going to fucking see. And this is going to be the biggest percentage gains you're ever going to fucking see. In terms of this real-time zero-day options train alert system that we have, I need you to understand that what we do differently is we buy cheap, far out of the money option contracts. These are very low risk, very low barrier to entry. Make sure you're using a cash account when you trade alongside with us. We do not use stop losses. Make sure you never set a stop loss when you are trading alongside with us. What we do is we trade the trend. We buy a cheap, far out of the money option contract. We trade the trend. We hold the trade. I bought puts. They dropped 40%. I added as they were coming back to life, and I held with the fucking trend, and I made a 200% profit return almost, right? We trade the trend. We don't get stopped out. So if you don't use stop losses, how do you manage your risk? You manage your risk by buying something that is cheap, that is low risk. So fucking cheap that you no longer need a stop loss because your max risk per trade, say you have a $2,000 account and you're risking 2%, you're risking $40 on a trade. Well, if you're risking $40 on a trade, you buy one contract. If it doesn't work out, you let it expire and go to zero. 95% of the times our trades go green. When we're green, we set a profit stop when we're up 10, 20% to ensure that we don't go back to red and that we don't lose and give back our gains, right? When the trade doesn't work out, we let it expire zero, go to worthless. The most we lose is what we put in. What we put in is our max risk per trade, which could be a couple percent of your account, right? So that's what we're doing differently, man. With far out of the money option contracts, we found a way to remove the stop loss within trading and still be able to make the biggest gains within the overall market, because holding the trades and trading the trend is allowing us to make the biggest percentage gains on far out of the money option contracts with the right asset class. Therefore, even though we're putting in less money than other people who like to size in big, sell quick for small fucking percentage gains and use tight stop losses, they get stopped out all the fucking time. It's like, dude, we know where all your stop losses are. We will hunt you. You understand? We trade the fucking trend. We hold for the biggest fucking wins. We buy something that's cheap. We pay less. We make the biggest percentage returns in the game. We're the best to ever fucking do this. You know how hard it is to master this fucking skill set, man? If you want to see what 10 years plus of experience looks like, man, just join Team Roar. You'll see it all the time, man. This is fucking insane. 175 to in the money to 1660, buying these 5960 SPX calls out of the fucking money to in the money within 3 single fucking minutes. Like, dude, I'm putting you onto the game. We set profit stops so we don't go green to red, protect our gains, and we add to winners. Another way we increase our fucking wins is by adding to the fucking winners, and setting the profit stops is going to protect our new average cost. When we win, we tend to win big. So when we're up like 10, 20%, we tend to add to increase the fucking gains, and we set a profit stop to protect the gains and that to make sure that we don't go green to red. And then we move the profit stop up higher to ensure that we don't get back the bulk of our gains. If you want to increase your fucking wins, start holding for big wins. Start adding to your fucking winners. We don't add to losers. You know, instead of when a trade goes down, we don't really add to losers. What we do is we buy a second strike. We trade the trend. We buy a second strike. All right, we just entered a trade. It's down 50, 70%. It's a dead play. Let's hold it. Oh, the trend's looking bullish here. Let's go with the trend. All right, let's buy a second strike. Oh, we just made it all back with the second strike. And the first strike went in the money. We trade the trend. The contracts go in the money, dude. We time the trade so well the vast majority of the time. We make multiple 100% profit returns before the contracts even go in the money. You understand? So with that being said, I mean, if you just take a fucking look at SPX, look at this, man. 3:48 p.m., right? You go to 3:48 p.m. on SPX. Look at this. This is 3:48 p.m. on SPX. It's right fucking here. 3:48 p.m. You had 2 fucking minutes. As soon as that alert was sent out, I said within the chat, it's calls. We were getting on fucking calls. If you slept on this fucking play, you missed out on a 1,000% return in 3 fucking minutes. You understand? That's how fast money's made within this market. It's made at the speed of fucking light. And all we do is print money at the speed of fucking light. We do it during the morning, the middle of the day, and power fucking hour. If you are not in this fucking group, you are missing out on the best trades in the fucking stock market. Do you understand? These are the best fucking trades. There is no fucking competition. We are the fucking bar, and the bar just keeps on fucking going higher. We cannot be stopped. So, if you want to join us, man, it's the first link down below in the description. SP fucking X went from 5958 all the way to 5977. You understand? It went up 20 fucking points in 2 minutes. That means if you buy one fucking contract, you just made $1,500. You just made the cost to stay in Team Roar for an entire fucking year, risking the monthly fucking fee. Like, are you fucking kidding me, man? It's $150 a fucking month to join us. The fucking trade is at 150 and we're selling for a 1,000% return. We're selling for the fucking cost for you to stay for an entire fucking year. Losing is a personal fucking choice. Red is a personal fucking choice. If you want to make money, join Team Roar. This is going to be an amazing week, man. I'm telling you, man. Whenever us gets hit with something in life, the trades get even fucking better. G-War's in post-recovery surgery right now, and I can assure you, man, with all this fucking pain, the trades are going to get fucking better. Whenever I get sick, the trades get fucking better. What? There's nothing else to fucking do, man. If you're lying in fucking bed, what else you gonna fucking do? You're gonna trade. You understand? We trade on our fucking phones. We trade on our fucking laptops, dude. We don't even need a fucking laptop. We can print the money at the speed of our fucking light on our fucking phones, man. G-War's a fucking genius at fucking trading, man. Think about this, man. We got the fucking iPhone. It's a money printing machine. G-Roar, it's like the fucking cloud. It prints from fucking everywhere. It just prints non-fucking stop, man. It's like cloud in the fucking sky. We're just printing non-fucking stop. It's a limited money fucking printing machine, man. So, if you want to make money, I would suggest you join our group, man. Because you tell me, man. You tell me. If you're in another fucking group, you fucking tell me, man. Who the fuck do you know is doing this? 1,500% gains, exit, realized gains, 6 for fucking 7, and 0 and 4 for fucking 4, right? Who the fuck do you know is doing this, man? Let's be fucking real. Let's be fucking honest. Let's be fucking blunt. Who the fuck do you know for fucking $10,000 wired into your fucking account is doing this? Nobody is winning as big as we are, as consistently as we are. We're the best zero-day option traders you're ever gonna fucking see in the stock market. And this asset class is the best class to fucking master. You buy something that's cheap, that's far the money, low risk. You have the entire day for the trade to go green, to set a profit stop. You have an entire day for the trade to go in the fucking money, to make massive fucking gains. We don't set stop losses. If the trade doesn't fucking work, if we're rolling against the overall trend, if we didn't time it right, just let it fucking expire worthless and go to fucking zero. Every trader has a max risk per trade, but not every trader has a stop loss. Our max risk per trade is equivalent to that overall stop loss. Do you understand? The most we put in is the most we're willing to fucking lose our max risk per trade. Get with the system. Get with the fucking game. This group is life-changing. We have many members within Team Roar who are consistently making $1,000 a day. We have a bunch of members who are making over 5 figures a week. We have some members in here who are making over 6 figures a month. This is a money printing machine. What we do is we give you the best trades. And this is not just buy or sell alerts. This is an advanced strategic zero-day options trading alert system. And I explained to you within the system, no stop losses, set profit stops, add to winners. I gave you some of the background in terms of the system, but I can assure you, this is not just buy or sell alerts. You're going to learn a lot trading alongside with us, and you're going to see a strategic zero-day options trading alert system printing at the speed of fucking light at market open, middle of the day, and power fucking hour. So this is going to be an amazing week. If you'd like to join us and you'd like to make some fucking money, it's the first link down below within the description. With that being said, I'm going to be signing off.